What the hell's going on over here? Oh, yeah, by the way, everybody, meet Josh. You guys may know him on the forum as Falquin. You guys may know him on several different forums. He's on all the forums as well.
I am on all the forums.
Yeah, what are you doing?
14 cores passively cooled.
Now, we tried the 20 core in there. You guys will see a video on that very soon. Get in there.
Oh,
yes.
yeah.
You guys are going to need to watch the video to see what the hell we did right here. That is completely rigged, and it's ill-advised, but only way to mount this on there. Passively cooled Xeon. Why are we doing this? Roaming Sloth. You guys may know him from the forum as well. How do you like that Tesoro racing chair?
It's interesting. Definitely a lot of levers. It's a little complicated, a little bit scary, but it's definitely comfortable. Long hours.
It's gaming because it has red on it.
Always.
Why
Red
is
and black.
do all gamers like red? Is that the rules?
I think that those are the gamer colors. And it has jagged edges on it too.
Right? You gotta get those nice lines and angles. Nice and sharp.
So it looks like you're tearing ass around your computer even when you're sitting still.
But not ripping ass.
Right.
If you're not on Patreon, you may not have noticed that I really pissed off Hutchie's leaving. It's just my modus operandi. Who's next? You're next.
Bring it on.
Who's next? No, seriously though, Hutch, why are you leaving? Tell him.
I don't know, man. I think it's time to move on. I want to be closer to where I want to live. Commute kills me, man.
So yeah, if you guys don't know, Hutch has been, he's been driving like an hour every time to get here, like a ridiculous long drive. Yeah, on a good day.
Yeah, on
an
a
hour.
good day. You know, when Portland's not rioting and burning down half the town, or it's snowing or icing or something. I don't know. I'll still be around. You know, you guys might see me at a LAN party or at a convention or something like that. But yeah, Justin's gonna be wearing some more hats. We're training him.
You ready for these hats?
I love hats.
You can find my channel in the description if you want. Probably won't be posting anything for a long time, but we'll see.
What many of the people in our community believes, Hutch and I will actually be re-merging back together into one being. Much like so. Yeah, since everyone thinks we're the same person anyway. So I want to know from here on in, would you prefer if I go by Jutch or Huston?
Let's just start the show. All right, everybody. We're filmed in front of a live studio audience of 100% of our current audience here. Having coffee. Get some product placement, would you?
No.
Go over there and get the coffee cups.
The Tesoro.
The coffee cups. Look at that. And then the coffee cup there. Look at that product placement with that fancy cup. Those coffee cups give you a +4 to sexual fortitude. AMD is Ryzen. Speaking of things that are Ryzen, the Ryzen prices have leaked. So there's a manufacturer that normally uploads AMD pre-sale items before they're available, and for the last couple of generations, they've been accurate as far as their pricing goes. But here we have the new Ryzen stuff on there, and we have the 1700, 1700X, and the 1800X. Now get this, the lowest end part that's listed, there's a lot of SKUs that are coming out, so these are the three that they have listed. The lowest end part is a 65-watt, 8-core, 16-thread part for around $316, so they say. So if that's the case, Intel's going to be like, holy crap, we've got an 8-core with big fat cores, not these little shitty bulldozer cores. We've got big fat cores, and it's 65 watts. So that's pretty ridiculous. And then all the way at the top there, under 500, we have the 1800X, 95 watts, and all these are going to be unlocked as far as the multiplier goes. I really need to get my hands on one of these so we can see just how fast it is. I mean, this may be a good time to buy AMD stock, but what if it's another bulldozer? We don't know because we haven't tested it yet. I don't think it's going to be, because the architecture looks pretty promising. So wait and see. I'm buying a little bit of AMD stock, and I'm not recommending that you do anything with your money because I don't want anyone bitching and moaning and screaming. And is bitching correct these days? Politically correct? Penising? Don't be penising around, you guys. Intel's preparing a Core i5 and a new Core i7. They're basically what they already have, just adding 200 megahertz on top of that so that they can have something to release to sort of steal some of AMD's thunder. AMD's got a thundercloud over here. Intel wants to be the lightning inside that thundercloud, and that's why they're releasing two new parts that are almost the same thing as their current parts, which were slightly underwhelming, but the new platforms are nice, Intel. Let's just speculate, because that's all I got right now. We don't have any of these things in our hands. We can just speculate on them and let you guys go wild in the comments. And then we're moving right along. Sony has patented contact lenses that will record what you see. So you guys can see the patent right here, and then there's obviously a couple paragraphs here of more speculation. And we're just getting into some heavy speculation in this, but we're just getting started. We're gonna get into some serious speculation soon, guys. But this is speculation about spectacles. Is it a contact still a spectacle? It'll be a spectacle if you're wearing it and people are looking at you. That's right. You didn't see that entendre.
Bespectacled spectacle.
Respectable spectacles by the seashore.
Would they be?
So Mark Moore, he's worked at NASA's Langley Research Center. He published a white paper on flying cars, right? And about their feasibility. And you don't think he called them flying cars. He called them some kind of electrical aircrafts that could take off and land like helicopters. What was that? I forgot what he called them. Anyway, he's working at NASA for a long time and somewhat disenfranchised over there. Maybe it's because all their stuff's... Maybe because we don't care about space travel because we're so busy blowing each other up. But maybe that's what it is, and they're not getting funded. But anyway, Uber looked at that and they're like, a flying car, a fleet of flying cars, that'd be interesting. That's the CEO of Uber's exact voice. And so he brought the guy on. So now the guy was almost ready to retire at NASA. So he threw away his NASA retirement, went to work for Uber, and Uber's working on some white papers about flying cars. I guess the idea is that you'll have a central hub. You'll get out of your house, you'll take a regular Uber to one of the central hubs, and then you'll quickly take off in a flying car that can go up to 100 miles. And this is going to really battle the problem of traffic. There's going to be a lot of talk about cutting down travel times in this episode. Next up here, Samsung battery factory catches fire.
So battery factory.
So good. Hutch, you're not gone yet. You better laugh.
Can I cry instead?
Yeah.
Can I just...
All right, there's an article here about net neutrality. Guys, it's going to get political and hateful, so I'm going to leave this article alone. But I've been telling you guys for a long time, you're really going to miss net neutrality once it's gone. And then you'll shut your fat mouths. Just go read the article and then argue amongst yourselves, and I will sit back and be like, yes, watch them fight on the internet. There's more political. I'm just skipping the political. I'm in a good mood, and I don't feel like the ignorance in the comments, so this is another one. U.S. visitors may have to reveal their social media passwords to enter the country. How does that make you feel as a U.S. citizen, knowing that people that come here from places that are questionable may have to turn over their actual passwords so people can read their messages on Facebook? That'll be par for entering the country. Like, yeah, you look funny. You better give us your passwords and stuff. You're from a place that has never hurt anybody on the chart, but it's listed as, like you guys are crazy. So give us your social media passwords. All right, everybody. Elon Musk. He's digging holes. He's making the most boring company ever. So Elon Musk has a giant digging machine that will dig holes about 10 times faster than what we currently have. What? So we got SpaceX, we got cars, we got PayPal. What else is he up to? What else is Elon Musk doing besides this? He's working on artificial intelligence? My God. So he's working on all these different things, and he's a huge believer in the whole theory that we are all inside a simulation. Let me tell you guys something. Elon Musk is a defecting alien. He's part of the race that created us, and he is now here because he said, you know what? This is fucked, guys. This is morally just, what the hell are we doing here? And they're like, they are lesser life forms. We will watch them as they grow. They have a long way to go. They don't even know they're in a simulation. Ha, 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 ha. And he's like, no, I'm going down there. So he came down here. Does this make him kind of like Jesus? So anyway, he came down here, or what was the other guy's name from Egypt? Horus, right? So he rode. Okay, he's the Jesus that rode here on his Horus. Yeah, the Horus of the Horus of the Ra.
The god of sun.
The Ra's the god of sun, but then the one who not Ptah, wasn't it Horus who the was like the Jesus character? The 4 Horuses of the apocalypse or something like that. You guys will figure it out. The number 6 is in there somewhere because the mark of the beast and whatnot. Because we're going here. All right, understand? Follow me. Stay with me. So anyway, he came here to warn us and to get us off this planet. Now, he's built this giant digging machine to help alleviate the traffic problems on the Earth. What he's really doing is he's helping build underground cities so that we can survive the nuclear apocalypse here. And then he's also working on getting us to Mars. And in order to live on Mars, we're going to need underground cities, hence the Boring Company. Guys, it's true. Everything we say here is true. Yes, there's a picture of that big-ass digger right there. He's just doing everything. Moving right along. Wind. has reached the 100,000 job milestone in this country. Nobody's talking about it in the White House. We've got a lot of wind jobs coming up. They're saying 400,000 jobs could be added in the next 13 years to just the alternative energy sector. Friggin' huge. Let's look around the world and see what else is going on with that. Oh, 90% of the new power in Europe is going to be from renewable sources in 2016. Awesome. Europe, you guys are doing a great job. What else have we got here? Trump's energy plan doesn't mention solar. But it added 51,000 jobs, which is, isn't that more than the jobs that are going to be created by the pipeline? Guys, put your money into energy stocks if you're, and then buy, do I need one of those things like Kramer has? Like, whatever. All right, that's enough of that. Guys, are you naked? Are you walking around without proper clothing? Do you have a shirt that has plastisol? That's that plastery shit that's on your shirt? You need quality. You need a hug. And the way to get both of those things is to get one of our shirts. You'll have quality, and then someone will hug you. Guys, we got some cool stuff on there. We added a couple new shirts. We haven't gotten back up to the shirt of the month just yet, but we're working on it. Also, if you guys go over to the forum, we have a post in there that says, hey, we'll give you guys $100 if you make a design that we use, or $50 if you give us an idea and we make the design ourselves. So yeah, we give back and you give to us, and we give this way and someone gives laterally. Is that illegal? What the hell's happening right there? I'm gonna get the handycam and run over there. Keep rolling. Josh is working on this used to be a 20-core Xeon in the system. Video coming very soon. So Josh, what are you working on right now?
14-core conversion of our 20-core passively cooled machine. We've now put the 2650L V4 in here. 65 watts, case is rated for 65 watt dissipation, so we'll see what happens. 14 cores, 28 threads.
So yeah, guys, stay tuned for the video on this, and let us know if you guys want to see Falcon on the forum, or Josh come in more often and goof off and do some ridiculosity.
Do some more crazy builds like this.
It's ridiculous.
We do love these.
Justin, video game talk.
Okay.
Bethesda is claiming that Fallout 4 was their most successful title according to Peter Hines here.
Yeah.
Okay, this is interesting because Fallout 4 has sold 12 million copies. Skyrim has sold 20 million copies, but what's going on here? Why is it so successful?
So Skyrim has sold 20 million copies overall. Fallout 4 sold 12 million copies on day one.
Is that what it is, day one?
Yes.
Why is it so popular?
Fallout 4 sold 12 million copies on day one.
Wow, okay.
Records show they're pretty telling, but it would be interesting. Yeah. So basically what they are saying is that now, despite what a lot of fans feel, especially those that were fans of the previous installments of Fallout, that it is in fact their most profitable game that they've ever done. A lot of people are like, yeah, but 3 was better, and VATS, and all this other stuff. All you do is take stuff from 3 and just put it in 4 and expect everyone to shit themselves about it. So Peter Hines compared it to Uncharted 4, saying if you've played Uncharted 4, it was your first time playing the game and you never played 1, 2, and 3, you would have a completely different respect for it than have you played the first 3 and then played 4. It's the same thing that you're feeling with Fallout. So he's saying that that's why there's so many different camps on it, because there's a whole group of people that have never touched a Fallout game before they touch Fallout 4, and so they're all like, oh, this is so cool, this is so amazing, because they don't know what to compare it to. So, but basically what it all boils down to is that Bethesda's also using it to be like, well, so this is how great we already are, and we're going to have to keep on pushing that. So they're kind of using it to be like, well, we already know this is great, but guess what? We're going to keep on stepping up our game forever because that's what we do.
All right, just curiosity, pure opinion, it doesn't matter. Favorite Fallout game? Favorite Fallout game? Anybody?
I
Favorite
really
Fallout
liked
game?
New Vegas.
New Vegas. Correct?
Always New Vegas.
New Vegas, correct?
Correct.
Do any more correct answers? Any more correct answers?
I liked the original Fallout.
Fallout 2 is my favorite.
Yeah,
but Fallout...
Good over the top,
Yeah.
I like the original.
Well, okay, we have all correct answers here, guys. That's the way it works.
Yep. Because it's called opinions, and
Yeah.
people are entitled to have them.
Hutch, favorite Fallout game?
Morrowind.
Also correct. Yeah, that's also correct. All right, moving right along then.
Correct answer.
Yep. E3 opening to the public, good idea.
I honestly, I mean, great. The first year that we're gonna try to go, and we're gonna have to deal with a bunch of pleas.
We have to go to that?
Yeah.
You kidding me? It's LA. You're gonna be in a sea of weirdo cosplayers.
Oh God, never.
Because in LA, it's all like, look at me.
So yeah, this is the first year that E3 is actually opening up their doors to the public. They're gonna be selling 15,000 passes or something out to regular people for like too much money a piece. But this is the first year that the hallowed E3 is going to be opening their doors for regular folks to come in and experience things instead of just having to wait breathlessly by their computers for updates and stuff.
Spill forth.
Yes. So some people are like, is it because E3 is losing money that they're doing this? Or
I thought it was going away. Actually, I thought E3 was going to be. I mean, like, it became so mainstream and just it became such drivel that I thought it's just going to fade into obscurity, but where it becomes so, like pop culture that the real gamers stop caring about it. And it's like, oh, we don't care about E3. We've also got PAX, we've got Game Developers Conference, and then we've got Gamescom, which is just, like as important as E3 when it comes to big first party games and, like AAA games and stuff like that, but it's also so big. I mean, it's like 50 million times bigger than E3 and it's in Germany, but it's so big that it covers everything. So people are sort of shifting their focus to these other things.
I mean, E3 has kind of become like standard that games will release their new content and stuff at, or like show
AAA.
Yeah, the AAA does like that's and I think that's why by getting all the normals of the tech industry world to come in and see it, I think they're hoping that it will increase the hype train on both the games and E3 in general.
Blizzard's telling people to stop using mouse and keyboard for consoles.
So this goes back to that age-old argument of like even the most experienced controller player can still get their ass completely handed to them by like okay mouse and keyboard player. So people on consoles are now using specialized adapters and stuff, and these aren't adapters that are like regularly done. Like they're not just like, oh, you can always buy these adapters here and this, and these are like licensed products for the Xbox and things like that. So these are people that know how to set all these things up, set it up so that instead of having a controller, they're now using a keyboard and mouse and then rolling up into these console games and just annihilating all the people that are playing with controllers. And so Blizzard is kind of upset about this, and so they're asking for people to not do that because it doesn't make it fair, which is totally true.
The Overwatch team objects to the use of mouse and keyboard on console, yada 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 yada. So, you know what? I think they're missing something here because they do merchandising, but they're not that crazy in merchandising. They don't do a lot of stuff. They need to partner with somebody right now and release a mouse and keyboard for the console.
Yeah.
And the Overwatch game is so hugely popular that here's what would happen. The people who don't have mouse and keyboard would get destroyed. They'd be like, Mom, my life sucks. I need a mouse and keyboard. And then
Logan has a mouse and keyboard, and I want to keep playing.
And then Mom's like, "Why didn't you play on PC, you fuckwit?"
Yeah,
that's the correct response for the mother.
Mom's cool.
Yeah.
Oh my god, I'm so upset about this. So the new South Park game, the new RPG that they have coming out, South Park: The Fractured Butthole, is once again delayed again forever. It is now.
We'll say.
Oh. So now they're promising sometime before April 2018. It was going to originally release sometime this month or next month, I think. But they pushed it back because they want it to come out in their next financial year. And they're...
What?
Yeah. They want it to come out in their next financial fiscal year. So
they're doing it for the people in suits, not the people in...
Kind of. But this is like... I mean, like, this has happened with every single one of these South Park games. Like, they always get, like... like, the first one, Stick of Truth, was supposed to come out in 2012 and ended up not coming out till 2014 or something like that. So, like, it's like, I'm not surprised, but I'm also angry. Kind of deal. I really want to play this game.
I haven't played the first one because I didn't like JRPGs, but I really wanted to play through just for the jokes.
Yeah.
But the combat systems in JRPGs is just not my cup of tea. But if you like it, do it. You know, it's something that's one of those things where I don't have really an opinion on. All right, 11 bucks question.
Some community comments have been claiming the forum's running a little slow. Are you going to be updating that anytime soon to make it a little smoother on some iOS devices and Android devices?
Yeah, so we got a beautiful system for the forum. It's I can just add resources whenever, and it's costing me about a tenth of what it was costing me before to run things. So yeah, if we need to add some resources, we can do that. A lot of those complaints came at around the time that we were having some issues with our server syncing up with Amazon S3, and we did a couple forum updates, and that one of them broke and slowed things down. So we fixed those things. So now I'm going to be watching to see how it runs for everybody else. It runs nice and silky smooth for me because we have a gazillion, bits per second as far as our connection here goes. Let us know now how the forum is running, and then we'll add resources as needed. This is a question from Batman. Do I have to read it in Batman's voice?
Hi, Crit. You have the best videos. Can you buy Comcast? Because Comcast sucks. If you CEO of Comcast, will you kill data caps?
This is caveman Batman. If you CEO of Comcast. I'm Bruce. We all know who you are. I'm not falling for this shit again. You've been getting me to buy your stuff for you. You got me to buy a taco, and then you said, "Hey man, can you really go downstairs and buy me a taco?" And then next thing I know, Batarang, poof, taco gone. You idiot! I'm not falling for this again. I'm not gonna buy Comcast for you. You can buy Comcast yourself with your own damn money, and then you can annihilate data bandwidth caps with your vigilante justice stuff. This is the end of the show. We already plugged our store. Do other stuff. That's click on things that benefit all of us together mutually because it makes you happy. I hate ending salutations. Can we just turn this off?
I
Thanks to the live studio audience. All right, bye everybody.